I don't know why I'm over here. I forgot. It's Froggie Show. There you go. That's where you belong. Yes, and we are here today on the Geeky Puppet Show to talk about Titans. So let me go ahead and introduce that host with the most in the darkness. Everybody knows him. Some people love him. Froggie!
I'm on the wrong side. What the hell is this crap? It hosted the most. I'm not Beetlejuice.
Oh,
Yeah.
Sorry about that.
Yeah.
All
right.
Froggie, are you excited today to talk about Titans, episode 10?
Yep, I'm going to sit here and listen.
Oh, okay.
I don't know. I'm excited to talk about this.
Well, it is your show.
Is it my show still? I don't know.
It's titled Froggie and Friends. I am said friend.
Froggie and Friends? It looks more like Titans to me.
Anyway.
This show starts off with them planning on shutting up the water. Because remember back then, they heard about what they did? And the whole thing. Yeah. I can't do the but I'm not in my right side. Good night.
It's okay. No, you're right. It does start off that way. But before we do, I'm going to go ahead and pull up some of the comments, if that's okay. Looking forward to another Titanic review by the team of Froggie and Puppetine in the right order. She says that Superboy, Marani says that Superboy's actor looks like a young Tom Welling, kind of. Jason reminds her of a 90s emo kid. Well, that's an insult to every 90s emo kid that ever existed. And Scarecrow looks totally wrong. Yeah, you're right.
Yeah, he looks horrible.
And Barbara looks 10 years older than Nightwing. Cougar vibes, maybe. Well, she's supposed to be a bit older than Nightwing from depending on the interpretation you're looking for. But other than that, now I think we're ready to go. Yes, Froggie's absolutely right. We start off with the police trying to figure out how they're going to handle the water situation because, well, Scarecrow's plan worked. The Titans accidentally got the chemicals into the water supply, and, well, it doesn't look good. After we see, as they're trying to figure out what to do, shutting off the water seems the best course of action. It's not going to be good, but it might be just what they have to do.
Problem is that there's already people lighting warehouses on fire, foaming at the mouth, and just attacking each other, going crazy. Before the Titans can even react to this stuff, and the cops, a video is released by Scarecrow stating that the Titans poisoned the water, and Batman has left, and Titans are no longer your friends, your allies, your people you trust on. They poisoned the water.
Not your super friends.
Yeah, no. There is only one hero that can save you, and his name is Red Hood.
Yep. And so Jason Todd, even though he tried to get back with his family, he does blame Scarecrow. But Scarecrow talks him into being with him to join the team once again. And so they do. And this looks like trouble. Big trouble in Little Gotham.
Yeah, it is really little because we don't see that much of it at all.
No, we actually don't. And so we see as things are getting a little intense around the area. Dick and Barbara are trying to figure out what to do. They're going to fight for Gotham, but Crane puts out a bounty on Nightwing, especially.
$50,000? I think you said $50,000?
Yeah, I think something like that.
$50,000? I need more than that, bro. Give me $100,000. I want this Nightwing, bro.
Yes. At Wayne Manor, though, we get to see as Gar, he looks up in the journals there in the Batcave.
Oh yeah, he discovers. He learns about the Lazarus pits, and he's just as he learns more. The Titans are called away. They're Corey comes in, tells them they leave. He puts the book down. So I guess your guard is gonna figure out how Jason came back and figure it out, and maybe they can come to some kind of solution to save Jason. But I don't know. Like I said. Yeah. My thing is that I wish they would have kept it with what they went on Legends of Tomorrow or Arrow. When someone comes back, they don't come back with their spirit.
Yeah, something like that could help. But instead it just makes them more emo than they were before.
He's more 90s. He went pre-90s.
80s?
Late 80s, early 90s, the transition.
Oh, transitions.
Or maybe he's 1996. I don't know.
We will have to wait and see. But we also see that Barbara and Dick, they have a conversation, and they think the best course of action is to turn themselves in, the Titans.
Yeah.
Quickly, they'll let them out, of course.
Dick says they have a bad idea. And Dick, you always have bad ideas. So he starts drinking absinthe where she goes for coffee at a bar, which is basically cute. I'm like, but there's nothing in the water or being used for anything.
They're putting chemicals in the water. It's turning the frogs gay. Oh, no. Froggie, did you drink the water? Anyway.
Getting
back to it.
My thing is that they're drinking some out of glasses. Were those glasses washed with water?
Oh, yeah, that's a good point.
But I don't think the writing's good enough for them to realize, hey, maybe we're just gonna say these glasses were cleaned before the water was contaminated, or we're just Gotham. We just don't clean anything. We're in a dive bar. Anyway,
you know what I'm really excited to talk about in this plot, though, and that's Donna Troy.
I was gonna say I had something else in mind.
Oh, go ahead.
Did you know that Gotham is actually two words put together? Gotham.
What does that have to do with anything?
I don't know. I just thought it was kind of cool.
Do you know any pigs?
No.
Neither do I.
My cousin does, but that's the thing. They're divorced now.
Divorced?
Yeah.
That's odd.
What, the fact that he was shagging with a pig?
Yeah, that is odd. But anyway.
Getting back to that. Yeah, Donna Troy did come back to this. And I just love seeing Donna in action. She's a beautiful actress. She's showing a strong independence. And then we get cranky old Lydia from the Amazons. I need to test you. I'm like, Lydia, I'm walking to freaking Gotham. I don't got time for this stuff. We even see she's walking the other day. By the time Donna's done with all this tests and stuff, she's like, it's nighttime. I was like, really? And she wasted freaking 8 hours of her day, man. Anyway, the told dad,
she is distracted by Lydia. Lydia, oh Lydia, say, have you met Lydia? Lydia, the Amazonian lady.
The one whose basic daughter died, and the fact that she's the first one to come back like this, and she wants to make sure that she actually is Donna Troy and nothing else. And I'm thinking, lady, it's none of your business. Raven, you didn't do any crap at all. Your little rituals didn't do jack crap.
Yeah,
you know Donna came back? Because Hank saved her freaking life.
That too in the afterlife. But getting back to it, during the fight, they have this fight in the spiritual plane, but Donna overcomes, and Lydia warns her that if she's not careful, then she might die again. She needs to step up, be the leader that they all know she can be. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and I love how Donna says, "Screw you."
pretty much on some level, and it does kind of fit because she.
And who was her to test a freaking demigoddess to see if she's ready? You're a human.
Yeah, no, Donna also, her death was stupid last season, and I'm glad she's back. And if they're going to kill her again, at least make it something respectable. The idea that that the people couldn't move when it was right there, all they had to do was step out of the way, and they would have been fine. But
well, if they would have had Wally West like he originally was on the Titans, he would have spun her away.
We also see, we go back and we see Nightwing tell the plan to the Titans. They aren't happy with it, but they do agree to. So they go to GCPD. But there's one cop who, well, he's kind of shady up there watching up above.
He's the one that got paid off, right?
Yeah. And ultimately, a fight breaks out as they're trying to put on this faux arrest, and it gets a little real, and all these cops start fighting the Titans.
And the funny thing is that, like, they didn't need everybody else fighting. They could have just been like, Connor, yeah, I got it, bro. Done.
Connor actually did try to step up for Blackfire because he is under her the spell of her touch,
romance, whatever. Anyway, yeah.
And
his libido kicked in, and he goes to protect her, but they fire, and I can't remember if they bounced off of him or if he just missed him and shot her in the gut.
He got the one shot. He didn't get the second one, and so the second one ends up hitting Blackfire, and so Blackfire is shot. Starfire quickly gets Blackfire out of there. Gar turns into a tiger and hops up and scares a few people, but he ends up just leaving too.
My thing is he could have just he's watching like Flash, slow motion. He can't grab the bullet. Move your legs. Don't stand there, you freaking 3-year-old.
And we see it's ultimately left to Dick and Connor, and they separate. They're all separated. But in a church, we see as Blackfire, as Starfire tries to use her power to help Blackfire, and then all of her power ends up getting torn out of her and going straight into Blackfire.
Yep. And she accuses Blackfire. He's like, "Is this what you wanted the whole time? To get on our good graces just to steal my powers?" And Blackfire's, "Why would you do that?" She's like, "You've tried to do it multiple times."
Well, then she says that you've tried to do things multiple times, not steal the power though. But Blackfire's like, "Come with me. Let's go figure this out elsewhere."
And she's like, "Look around you. I can't leave Gotham like this. Can't leave this. The whole part of being a hero is whether you have powers or not. I gotta go do this. I need to help my friends."
Yep.
Yeah.
So they end up separating. We also see Rachel. She appears to Gar, who is a little bit hurt because he was shot with a dart in the police station, and so he's covered in a blanket, just somewhere in some abandoned like roadhouse. And she comes up, and he's like, "Is this real, or is this just the dart affecting me?" And she's like, "No, I'm really here." And it seems that she's back to help. Also,
I can't. A little small interjection to say. Whenever I see the Raven actress and I see the Gar guy together, knowing how their age difference, and then she was still a minor in the first season. I don't know if she's 18 yet, but it just weirds me out. I'm like, glad they didn't do any, romance between them. They try to drop together.
I believe she's I believe she's 17 actually.
Yeah,
I'm not sure.
But she was 15 though when it started though.
I know. Yep. But we also get to see Donna once more. She returns to Gotham.
Yeah, the two guards can't let you go in, ma'am. He's like, I'm going in there whether you like it or not. And the guy fires a bullet, and then she basically it bounces off of her.
The gun, bends it in half, and tosses it, and the other guard just steps out of the way. Okay, go ahead, ma'am.
Well, not only that, she bends it, and then she shoves it in the guy's face.
Yeah. So one of them is like knocked out. The other one just lets her pass through. Yeah. And in she goes. But there's one final scene after this one where Dick basically tells Connor Gotham's on its own.
Also, Commissioner Gordon's being arrested too.
Oh, yeah. Barbara.
She shot the corrupt cop.
She shot the slimy cop because he
was going to fire a bullet. He was going to try and kill Nightwing. Shoot him.
Yep. So, yeah, she's getting arrested. And the final scene, Wayne Manor has been abandoned. And who is there to take over? Crane and Red Hood.
And then this is what unforgivable right here. If Batman came back and saw him, he took the family portrait of Bruce and his parents. probably the last thing he has of his family. And he just starts carving slash. And he's like, "Welcome to Crane Manor, North Wayne Manor." Because at this point, the show needs Batman to come back and quit being a little prissy. I mean, full on Batman coming back, beating the crap out of Crane, putting the Titans in their place, kicking him out of Gotham.
Make Batman great again.
Great again, yes. Instead of this whole show has been, the whole goal is just to crap over Batman, saying he's such a ruthless person and blah 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 blah. Who cares? Everybody loves Batman. You say the only way to prop up these Titans is to shit all over Batman? No, that is horrible writing. That's for people who don't understand Batman. If you want to have Titans be good, they don't have to be in Gotham. You don't have to do crap over Batman. They work to go well in San Francisco. You can have them anywhere. Have them fighting other supervillains. Why are they fighting against Scarecrow? Why is a team of superheroes going against a guy who could just fear gas? They don't need to do that. They can do everybody. They had Deathstroke. You tell me that's the best they could do after Deathstroke is have him go against Scarecrow?
Whiny Scarecrow.
And it's not even Scarecrow. It's just a guy who doesn't even wear the freaking mask.
No. And I don't like this part either. Last week's episode was the best episode of this season.
Oh, yeah,
Might be of this series.
Yeah, probably the series, man. Well, let's get back Connor. Connor, when they first introduced him, that was cool.
That was cool, yes. But I think I prefer the Afterlife episode in the last one. But this one, I think it just gets back into that feeling where there's some good things, but there's a lot of it that's not good. And so it hurts. But ultimately, we're almost finished. I think only 3 more episodes.
Yep.
Okay. It'll be okay, Froggie. It'll be okay. So, for Froggie and myself, we really want to thank you so much for popping by. We hope you enjoyed our recap. We gave our feelings on the show, so that's our review. Also, make sure to like and to comment. Do you agree? Do you disagree? Tell us why. And subscribe. We're trying to build a base around here, and so we need those numbers to go up.
And if you want to find me, I'm on my name right here. It's Life with Froggie. That's Twitter and Instagram, so you can find me both there. And follow me there. I do post stuff. Yeah.
Yep, and on my Twitter, it's just Puppeting, and on Instagram, I believe it is the Geeky Puppet Show, or it could just be Geeky Puppet Show.
Either way, if you follow me on Instagram or Twitter, and you want to figure out where Puppeting is, he usually follows me. You'll be able to find him in my people are following me or people I'm following.
Yep, I'm there. Also, just check out the Ko-Fi. We do a classic puppet theater, as the Shakespeareans would say, and we do comic book readings, but those cost money. So if you can drop $1, and if you have a specific book you'd like us to read, well, why don't you just tell us with your tip, and we will put it to the top of the reading list. I think that about does it, Froggie. Do you want to end this?
All right. Dear God, please end this whole entire show. Thank you very much. All right. That being said, good night, everybody. And as always,
bye!
Bye!
Eat at Joe.
Who's Joe?
I don't know!